The other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Up first is the Giant from Canada. They're coming up against the Myth from the United States of America.
Todd, can you spot the reach difference? Can you spot it? Look at that.
The fighters are ready to go. Let's hear the official introductions. We turn it over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Canada, wearing the orange trunks with red trim, the Giant. Fighting out of the blue corner from the United States of America, wearing the black trunks with red trim, the Myth.
They'll be fighting under the lights tonight. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. He's dropped the guard now. What do you think of that decision? Hit him with a left jab. That counter punch caught him clean. There's nothing quite like a fight night at night under the stars.
Now things have cooled down. Now the fans are heating it up again. They've been excited, waiting for this. How have they prepared for this, these fighters? This is going to be so hard, but so different.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice job getting that punch through. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That jab misses. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Nice work to avoid the left uppercut. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Could not have come soon enough for this guy.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
Tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You've got to take that confidence away.
Great work. I love that. I love that. The jab slick. Just keep him on.
And then start gathering your pace and win this round back. Take away that.
Land in your power shot.
Here we go for round two. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get sucked in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He threw a punch and just got countered. A perfect counter lands. This slugger isn't interested in winning rounds. He just wants to win the fight. And he's not going to do it on the scorecard, Johnny. He needs a KO.
Oh, this is a slugger right here in front of us. These kind of fighters, they want to get hit in the face because it cheers them on. They want to stand there and fight in the trenches.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Jab does not score. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Nope, that jab not going to score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, Bo, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
Okay, I'm happy. I like that round. Good work. You were thinking. The jab's work.
Give him anything. Go back and win the round, right? It's only...
Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight.
Let's get it started in round 3. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. This fighter told us yesterday, I don't get paid by the minute. I'm going to go in there and try and knock my opponent out as soon as possible.
A win is not just a win for some fighters. They need to feel the blood, the crunch. They need to get that win.
And he just missed with that left jab. No rest for the weary. And he scores with the counter. Nice counter shot. Catch and shoot. Counter punches have to hurt. That uppercut just missed. Is this the beginning of the end? A nightmare start to this fight. And the Giant's been knocked down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You gotta wonder how big of a factor that knockdown. Here we go to the 4th round. Gotta get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not gonna happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff it.
A perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. How about that time counter shot? Punch, counter punch. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. That counter shot lands. The straight right just misses. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Missing with that jab. These two were made for each other. Has Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
You've got to be courageous when you're getting in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
And he blocks the left uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Just misses with that left uppercut. Good counter punch. One punch could change everything in this battle. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Straight right just misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've
Got complacent.
There's the bell to start round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. Swing and a miss with that uppercut. Throws the jab but does not score. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Misses with that uppercut. Jab misses. You could see it in their eyes. They saw that punch coming, and there was nothing they could do.
That's like...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking.
Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath.
You're better than this. Go back.
Here we go. It's round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. The straight right just misses. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Just missing with the uppercut. We've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I need to see that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you continue?
So the fight will continue, but what does the game plan have to look like? So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
To make or break a fighter.
Switching off. I need you to switch back on. Get focused.
And there's the bell for round 8. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nice counter. There's a counter shot. Good counter punching. They exchange punches. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're going to get knocked out. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Beautiful counter shot. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Can't score with that jab. Can't score with that right uppercut. Just avoids the left uppercut. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Nice counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Defense failed them. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Nice counter. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be we just saw.
You're being put down, you've got to think right.
Don't worry about it, let's go out there.
It's round 10. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very surprised.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Incredible work rate. Here was the defense. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. The building is going bananas. Will they see a huge upset here? How did they not go down?
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Back into the fight. You're much
Great round. Now relax.
Let's start 11. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Their vision is being impaired, no doubt about it, but is the referee going to stop it here? So the referee says, fight on. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will when they hit. be a lot harder. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And we may see an early stoppage here. How did they survive that?
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
That jab doesn't score. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are you okay?
This is a very important break here for this fighter. They've been knocked down twice. On to the 12th. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How'd you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather.
And down goes the Giant. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me your blood.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Todd, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
Looks like he's leading halfway through this round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anyone...
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Whoa, and you saw the balance go. The knees, the foundation, rocked. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Apparently, it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Hold that thought! And at some point, the corner needs to think about stepping in here. And the myth has been knocked down. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And you continue.
The judges have spoken, a unanimous decision victory.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace to get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.
Fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm Joe. Always tryna fight on by the. Always tryna fight on by the grill, I'm like I'm George. I'm coming for that dough, soon as I walk, they making noise. I'm walking through my city, they like boom, bye, 3-0. Knock them out in 60 seconds, like I'm using cheat codes. I just want that money, like I'm money made. I might buy my jack, then uppercut, then he up on my way. With my belt, discount double check, undisputed champ. I'ma walk inside your gym and take